What's good? What's good, everybody? It's DSA Above the Rim, and we are back to talk some basketball with you people, man. You already know it's your man 313 J-Mo back in the building for all of my Detroit people and all of my Detroit fans out there, man. Shout out to all of my Detroit people, man. We here, man. I'm here, man, just chilling in the cup with my peoples. We gonna talk some sports today, man. It's Free Smoke Saturday, as y'all know. just slightly, I'm chill. I'm waiting till later. To be honest with you, I'm waiting till later. But you know how it is. But I got my man Detroit Drew in the building. What's good, man?
Hey, Pistons may suck, weather sucks, but I got a good feeling about tomorrow night. I'm gonna win a whole lot of money, so none of this stuff's gonna even matter.
All right, Bravo. What's good, man?
What's going on, everyone? New Saturday. I feel like I haven't been able to do Saturdays a lot. But hey, it's a good show. Let's go, Pistons.
Speaking of the Super Bowl stuff, it's funny when I seen that little chart of voting, like everybody in Michigan rooting for picking the Bucks almost, and everybody else around the country, besides like a few other places, they picking the Chiefs, and I'm just like, hey, man. And it ain't because he went to Michigan. It's just like he on the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
But we gonna see what happens. Shout out to all of the people in the chat. I got E-Dog in the building. I got James Willis in the building. I got TBH Bilal Halim in the building. PD Mac, Sean Down Sports. What's good, everybody? What's good? How y'all doing? Make sure you guys like the video on your way in there. And yeah, we got to talk about our Pistons today. I mean, look. Pistons are we the worst team in the league. We're pretty good at that right now. And the bad thing about being the worst team in the league is like we at the point where like we ain't even the worst team in the league because like it's just like we suck. Like look at our team. It's just not good. It ain't like we got a bunch of young guys or we the Knicks of where the team. Just look at the team. They just not good. Like. Our team was literally Blake Griffin being a star player, and if he's not a star player, our team is garbage. Let's be honest. Blake Griffin was the old Blake, this team would be good. But since he's a shell of himself, looking like a washed Blake, the team sucks. Let's be honest. And the rookies and ain't gonna be able to do things, and they not getting the consistent moves that they need. So it don't matter, man. We gotta push through. Who knows? We play Brooklyn next, so it's a wrap. Don't matter if KD play or not. They have Kyrie Irving and James Harden. It's a wrap. I know, man. I'm gonna shout out some more people in the chat. And we gonna start the show. We got One Pride 40. We got Heroin in the building. Gavin Hart in the building. What's good, everybody? Make sure you guys like the video, man. Okay. First, we gonna start with last game. There was a few things good that happened in that last game. One thing is my main man, Big Stew, Beef Stew. You already know, boy. Man, I love Isaiah Stewart, man. I'm telling you, man. I probably hooped with Isaiah Stewart when I was younger, bro. I love Isaiah Stewart, man. Like I love the way it's just like when I was playing basketball, it's just like the way he acted is what I was used to. Like that's how everybody acted almost.
Mm-hmm.
So his culture when I was on the streets playing ball. So and that's just like what I'm used to. That tough grittiness, that hard, tough fouling. You got to work hard to make your shots. And he just embodies everything about Detroit to me, even though he's not from here. But he from a real place too. But he just embodies all of that for me. And Isaiah Stewart is he had a double-double in the last game. Now I didn't really watch the last game. I watched a few minutes of it, but we were getting blown out the entire time. But it's all good. It's a plot twist. Casey starts Stewart. No, that would be great. But Drew, man, what's your thoughts on Isaiah Stewart's double-double?
It was the only bright spot in last night's game. I tried to give it a go. I maybe made it to halftime, maybe. But I'm sure we'll talk more about the game. But Big Stew, Beef Stew, whatever one you guys like to call him in the comments, I don't care. I'm a fan of both. He's the only reason to really watch the Pistons besides Jeremy Grant right now. His intensity, never backing down, going against Chris Paul and Devin Booker, what they have done with Ayton and making him better. Like, you think that rookies would be kind of scared to play against point guard to get his teammates involved so much, and Stu doesn't care. Doesn't care who you are, what you've done, who your teammates are, what city you're playing in. He ain't backing down. And he had a great game. And if he keeps it up before too long, once Plumlee gets out of here, he will be our starting five. So I've been very impressed with him. A lot of people draft night didn't really know who he was kind of disappointed in the pick. But now I think everyone's on board with Stewart. I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about Stewart. He's a Detroit Piston through and through. I've seen Photoshop. You know that painting where God's touching down to Adam? They photoshopped that where Big Ben was up in the sky touching down. It's just so funny that Pistons fans are like this already. It's just they bought in. This is their guy. He's playing hard. He's playing consistent. So keep it up, Stu.
Hey, man, Stu's been balling out. And, he said the one thing that people say he couldn't do was switch on guards. So now in the NBA, he takes that very serious. And he's been very good defensively on guards and switches. And he gives all types of big man problems. It don't matter if you're an AD or a Cat or a Gobert or a Jokic. It don't matter what type of big you are or Bam Adebayo. Isaiah Stewart is giving you issues. You know, he hasn't always had a good game, but he's always giving somebody somewhere issues and problems and making them fuss. You see what he did to DeMarcus Cousins and Montrezl Harrell getting up under y'all's skin. This man, a 19-year-old rookie, and y'all letting him get in y'all head to get up under y'all skin, man. It's just so hilarious, man. They be like, it's almost, they like, who is this dude acting like a cold vet? Acting like a dog already. Who is you, little pup? And Isaiah Stewart said, I ain't a little pup. I'm a full-grown dog, man. I'm just young out here. You already feel me? So he played very, very, very well. Shout out to him, man, for finally, just showing up and trying to be consistent for the Pistons. He's definitely a good player and a good addition for our team. Like I said, the heart and soul of the team. A few years from now, he'll be the leader of the team. Not even the best player, but the leader. You already know, man. But Bravo, what's your thoughts about Isaiah Stewart's double-double?
I'm liking it. Actually, Stewart is our best rookie so far. It might be a best rookie since, I don't know, for a while, to be honest. I feel like it because our team is like being bad for a while. So he's exceeding the expectations that I had for him when we drafted him. I'm loving his role in the team. He hustles, he really rebounds, and he just give it 100%. So that's what I like about this guy. And every time I see him playing, I enjoy watching him against those centers. He's smaller, but he's able to smaller than those big centers, but he's able to take over. So that's the beauty of this guy. If this guy is 2 inches taller, he is gonna be an amazing center for us. Imagine if he's 2 inches taller, he's like gonna be an unstoppable center. I'm sure if he was 2 inches taller, he would be a top 10 pick. So. I'm still happy we have Stewart, and hopefully he'll be turning around a lot better next year with his shot. So I think he's going to be able to shoot the mid-range jumper maybe.
Okay, make sure you guys like the video. We got some new people in here. My man Dominique Davis in the building. What's good? He says, what's good, gents? Why did Casey play Magruder at the point in the first half the previous game when you have an actual PG on the bench and lead? That's how you know I didn't watch the game, because I would have started this video off going in on Casey for playing Magruder at point. So now, Casey,
that's what I was talking about.
I'm about to go in. Drew, you like you started talking, you calm me down because I was about to go in. You heard me.
Yeah,
I was about to go in. Casey,
I did.
You stupid person. Do not play Rodney Magruder in any halves of any games. Just because Klay Thompson said his bum ass gonna be out the league, don't mean you start giving him minutes so he can try to stay in the league. Klay Thompson was right. He's an absolute scrub. We only got him for this. Why in the hell is Saban Lee not getting minutes? We talking about, I got a question today on the freaking docket. I'm going to let y'all know about sending Saban Lee to the G League. But we trying to do it because we don't know how to put him on the damn court. And you want to put out McGriddle, who's garbage. I'm so sick of Dwane Casey. I'm glad I didn't watch that game because I'll probably be much, much madder today, man. Dwane Casey is a scrub, bro. Man, ooh.
Somebody call him the trash.
Man, we got more, man. He really had McGriddle out there in the first half at the point guard.
And they weren't even getting blown out yet. The game was still close, and he came in.
McGriddle, dog.
And then we got blown out.
Oh, my goodness. Eastside Meach in the building was good. I would love to see him and Bruce Intensity off the bench. 100. Bruce Brown is a great addition for the Nets. I told y'all he was going to be good for the Nets, dog. That's exactly what I told y'all. So it's nothing that I didn't see. He said, I'm ready for Key Bump Saturday. Oh, wait, Free Smoke Saturday. This is where Brian Shook be getting turned up. my boy Brian Shook be getting lit. He like, Key Bump here, Key Bump there, you know, Brewski here, Brewski there, shot here, shot there, blunt here, blunt there. That's what he does. All that in that order. Shout out to everybody, man. This is freaking terrible. But look, Isaiah Stewart is continuing to show consistency, and here we're gonna show praise for this man and what he's been doing on this team. And I do want to say something. I think Drew might have coined the name Beef Stew, but yeah, Beef Stew was trending, and they stole our words from above the rim. We invented the phrase Beef Stew. I just want to let people know, and we deserve credit for it, mainly my boy Drew, because this is Isaiah Stewart, man. This is what we do over here, man. So, okay, man, we gonna move on, but shout out to you.
Hey, don't forget, we also throw McGriddle in there too.
Right, yeah. McGriddle. All right, we started the McGriddle. So if you ever see a McGriddle, like we started a lot of stuff, man. Like low key, I could go in about all of the trends that we started that we get trickled down to Pistons Nation, because look. A lot of the most popular Piston channels, like I'm not gonna say they mentioned, but I'm talking about the people that y'all listen to and follow on Twitter every day. They got all them big followings. They watch our stuff, and they take our stuff, they regurgitate it, but it's cool. But they literally all watch. And we done had some of them on the show. Like, hey man, look, it's all good, man. Shout out to everybody. He said he on Netscape. The blunts are landing gear from the girl.
Oh man,
bro, Brian on another planet right now. He having a good time, bro. Like I'm pretty sure your house looking like Wolf on Wall Street right now. Yo, that's what your house looking like. That's what you doing? No, he said we taking the bumps off the girl. Like, all right, man.
So you're I'm just didn't mean to interrupt, but I think we brought the topic. People are talking about it. Why are the Pistons playing Rodney McGruder?
Dwane Casey's losing brain cells. At this point in time, there's no defending this. And like I've said it Wednesday, and that was the last time I even uploaded. It's just so boring and like not even cool to talk about how bad Dwane Casey has been with his rotations at this point. Why all of a sudden? Because Klay Thompson and Draymond ended what little of a career McGruder had. Now he has to play and defend his honor. It makes no sense. Why isn't Saben Lee not playing? What has Saben Lee done where he doesn't get any minutes? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
But what's the
same old?
What's the reason you think? Is it just because of the thing that happened after Golden State Warriors game, or is there other reason you think?
He trying to keep him in the league.
Dwane Casey fell on his head and just lost all intelligence.
J-Mo, what do you think about
man,
that?
He's trying to keep McGriddle in the league. Like, that's the only thing that I can really think of,
He's pulling a favor for his
Here's
boy.
what I think. I think the Pistons are doing this intentionally in order to lose. This is my impression. I think we're tanking.
But Bravo, every time you say that, I tell you the same thing. We don't have to do that to lose. You can play Saben Lee and still lose. It ain't like Saben Lee will help us win a game. Like,
but I just don't understand.
Every time you say that, it's self-sabotage. It's not self-sabotage when you suck.
When
you suck, you can't self-sabotage.
Let's face it. You think we play Saben Lee, we're gonna lose 100%? No, we play McGriddle, we're gonna lose 100%.
We play Saben Lee. I'm sorry.
We're definitely gonna lose.
I'm sorry. Saben Lee. But we play
he's a second-round draft pick, man. He's I don't know. He's not gonna make us win.
He's not gonna move the needle.
But I think he defends better than McGruder. I think there's a reason. I think maybe Troy Weaver is asking Casey to play McGruder so that we can lose.
How much did we lose by last night, Bravo?
So watch the Pistons in the last 5 games. We're losing more than 10 points in the last. We lost by 15 to the Cavs. We lost by 14 to the Phoenix. We lost by blown out by the Warriors. We lost a lot to 12 points to the Jazz. We also lost to we lost like those 4 games out of 5. We lost by more than 10 points. We lost our fighting spirits, losing by less than 10. Our records. So we're not doing well. I feel like there's something wrong is going on with the team. I don't know if they're really not fighting as we started the season, or maybe just They giving up. Hey, we're losing. Might as well play McGriddle.
Saban Lee playing, say he scores 5 points every night. That's right on where his average would be. We're losing by 10 plus points. It makes the game a little bit closer, but it's not going to get us a W. It changes nothing.
So here's my philosophy. I'm looking at it. The Pistons are trying to lose much games until March. After the trade deadlines, they're going to play their rookies after that. This is how I feel. I feel like we're going to go on a losing streak. We're going to lose a lot of games. We might win off and on, like every 10 games. We lose. We win a couple of games maybe. But after March, April, we're going to start playing those rookies. We're going to start to win. And maybe, but that will put us still in the bottom 3, I think. That's the goal, maybe. That's how I look at it. I don't understand what the Pistons are doing. If we're going to lose, that's okay. That's a good tanking strategy. But you got to make sure you prove it to the draft. We're not a good team lucky in the draft. So we need to really be lucky this time. I don't know.
Playing McGriddle has nothing to do with tanking. J-Mo was 100% right when he said this team was Blake Griffin, because that's all it was. It was going through Blake. We tried it this year, and Blake's just not Blake. So now it's going through Grant, which Grant's doing great, but he has no other weapons. Who else is going to score 20 points any given night? We don't have that anymore. See, with Blake, Andre Drummond would go off for a 20-point game. When Reggie was hurt, he had the capability of going off for a 20-point game. Now with the D Rose, in and out of the lineup, load management, sprains, that threat's gone. So, I mean, it's pretty much just Grant right now, the only one who can score. So playing Saban Lee over McGriddle changes nothing. McGriddle shouldn't be on the court. He shouldn't be on the damn team, for crying out loud. We should have kept your boy the ball. Angelo.
Okay, first of all, Benjamin Fall out here with hot takes that ain't true. First of all, he said he made the name Beef Stew.
I think he did, though. I think he did. I think he said it in the comments.
I heard the name Beef Stew before we even went live, man. I've been talking about Stewart, and he said Drew made up McGriddle. I don't even think that's true, because I thought I made up the name McGriddle. So y'all don't even got the things right.
Hey, the point is, we make the names and they get out there. That's the whole point.
Exactly, man. Hey, Benjamin Foe, like we have to do some fact checking. But all I know, man, is we make up these names over here, bro.
He said he need his royalty checks.
You need your royalty checks, bro, man. Oh yeah, you can get your little one. We'll give you 1 cent on the dollar, bro. Like, what you mean? You can have 1 cent on the dollar. All right, so
this is DSA, not death row, man.
All right, so no, that's what I'm going. All right, is Mason Plumlee a trade piece right now because he's been playing well? And if so, would you move him? And like, what would you move him like for? Like, what are you trying to look to do? Let's go to you, Bravo.
I think he's playing a good minutes on his centers on his contract. I think if you compare him to other centers, Aaron Baines, Myers Leonard, who other centers we have? I think. Alex Len, I mean, he is playing as really better than them. Even he's playing better than JaVale McGee, I think. So he's decent playing in his minutes. So I think if he's tradable, I think he might be tradable right now. You could trade him to any team, but get a bad contract or like an expiring or someone like teams would be liking to really trade for a guy like him. How? But I don't know. You match the contract, you match the salary. I think he's still a good backup center. He can make plays. He can pass the ball, and Plumlee is playing offensively. Plumlee offensively playing decent minutes. Actually, he's not bad offensively at all. His defense is bad. It sucks. So I think any team would like him as a backup center on their team. I think he's a good playmaker as a center too. So, but I don't know if the Pistons would trade him because it's really hard to find a similar contract for a center like him because he's like a 3-year deal. So I don't know what kind of like contract you want to throw on the table to trade him.
Man, Plumlee, Wayne Ellington, and Derrick Rose, Alonzo. Like, get this nigga off the team, bro. Like, get Plumlee off the team. Give me a damn point guard. All right, Drew, man. What's your take on Mason Plumlee? Is he a trade piece? Would you move him?
I would move him on a heartbeat, man. Give me a half-eaten bag of off-brand Doritos for him. Just get him the hell off my squad, bro. I'm so tired of thinking this guy's a point guard, man. He thinks he's the Joker or something. Bringing the ball up after a rebound, calling for the ball on the three-point line, knowing damn well he can't shoot a three. It's just so stupid. It's so frustrating. I would literally take literally anybody else right now. Just someone to sit on the bench and keep the seats warm for the players. Like, I just did not like the signing. Hated watching him play preseason.
Yeah.
Hated watching him play all season long. He's taking minutes away from Big Stu. And quite honestly, I like Okafor better than him anyway. I think Okafor brings more to the table, at least offensively and scoring. So it's not like either one of those two guys can play defense anyway.
Plumlee. Well, look. I'm not saying I like either one, but I feel like he's way better than Okafor.
Yeah, I think so.
Like that's just how bad Okafor is.
Yeah.
like he's way better than Okafor.
Yeah, Plumlee's not bad as a backup.
I just feel like Plumlee has like too many clumsy mistakes. Like he's too white.
Bruh, he's Plumlee. It ain't like he a star. Like he Mason Plumlee. He's gonna have those mistakes. He's Mason Plumlee. You know what I'm saying? Like I almost talked about another ex-Piston, but I'm leaving them alone. But is Plumlee a trade piece? Yeah. Would I move him? I mean, yes, I would. But it seems like you got Mason Plumlee for Killian out of Killian's out. Plumlee is just out here. Plumlee been playing well, putting up double-doubles and all of this. I was excited for him to play against his former team. I felt like he was going to crush them. I felt like him and Jeremy Grant was about to whoop their ass, to be honest. And so he's really just been playing well, being productive, being consistent. Say whatever you want about Plumlee and Mason Plumlee and, you know, the great white nothing, if that's what we call him. But he's been playing well. Mason Plumlee's been solid. He hasn't been like center worthy, but he's been fringe center backup worthy. And we got a fringe center, like, you know. So, and raising your value. Ellington raised his value. You know, let's get these packages together, man. Like, can we get these packages together, bro? Like Amazon, bro. Send these boys out so we can get what we need, bro. Like I ordered that Lonzo Ball point guard on NBAplayers.com. I ordered the Lonzo Ball point guard package. So I'm sending you some cash considerations. You feel me? And I'm sending you Ellington, Derrick Rose, a freaking MVP, and I'm sending you Mason Plumlee, bro. Let's.
I will even throw him in the griddle. Throw him in the griddle.
You can have the griddle too, bro. You can have a second round pick too, bro. All I'm saying is get these packages together, bro. Let's get this young moving, bro. Why y'all slowing up my packages? I've been waiting for days for this package, bro. And I'm waiting. I done paid for it. Let's go. Man, I don't know why I feel like LeBron finna go. That's because LeBron is finna go off. I bet on his points. He's about to destroy us. Do you remember we did the LeBron last game? Oh no, he about to come in motivated to whoop that ass. So,
AD playing tonight.
So I'll tell you this: if you're a bet man, bet on LeBron James's points. But man, this thing is just like crazy. But all right, man, let's move on. Speaking of all of this trade talk, you know, and things of that nature, man, it's simply should the Pistons get active and aggressive during this trade deadline? If so, for who? And all right, Drew, what's your thoughts on this, man?
It depends on what you mean by active, because I don't think we're going to be buyers. We're going to be sellers. This season, even though it was kind of like a rebuild, retool thing, we probably should be a little bit better than where we're at now. You know, realistically, this team on paper looked like it could have been a playoff team, getting that 9th or 10th spot, getting into the play-in tournament and fighting for it. So now that this experiment officially does not work, you have to move on from Blake. You're going to move on from Derrick Rose because he's an expiring deal. You get value for him in return. Get Plumlee out of here. Get Ellington out of here. Tear it all down. Keep the young guys. Try to acquire as many draft picks as possible because you're not going to get too many first-rounders, but stock up on those seconds because when a trade does become available, it's kind of like a throw-in. Be like, yeah, hey, we got 25 second-round picks. You can have 10 of them. Here you go. Now you can go get a star player, move up in the draft, have a bunch of different trade leverage. So, yeah, we're definitely going to be active. It's just we're going to be selling the team and not trying to restock or refuel for this year.
Bro, what's your thoughts on this, man?
I don't know how much we can be aggressive this trade deadline. It's really – guys, remember how we started the offseason? That was crazy. The draft was amazing. And then the signings were crazy. So I don't know if Troy Weaver is going to be this aggressive like the last beginning of the season and the offseason. because this guy is unpredictable. So I cannot expect what Troy Weaver is looking in what he's thinking right now. But do expect everything. So don't really underestimate Troy Weaver. So you can see us selling a lot of players, and you can see us also selling players and getting young assets. It doesn't have to be picks. We can be getting young assets, like a guy like Dennis Smith Jr., who's not even playing on the New York Knicks. There's Frank Ntilikina. He's not even playing on the Knicks. A guy like I like Kendrick Nuns. If we can get him, that would be nice. Even a guy like from the Clippers bench, Terrence Mann. I like this guy. He can play good. Also, Kabengele, the guy who's the cousins of or the nephew of Mutombo. So he's a nice center too. Even the Lakers. The Lakers are interested in like players that we have usually. Like,
is Mason Plumlee?
I'm sorry. Even Taylor Horton Tucker. I like Taylor Horton Tucker. If we can get a guy like him. No, he's a second round pick, dude.
You're
the Lakers. No, if you trade D Rose for Taylor Horton Tucker,
I guarantee you right now, you're not getting him.
Yeah, I like him. Hey,
he's
if we can get
I
know. No, I don't think you can say that, but Lakers
yes, I definitely can say that. Have you seen him play?
Yeah, he plays amazing.
They're not getting rid of him at all.
Yeah, we never know. So I like him. I mean, if we can get a guy like him, I'd get a guy like him over a second round pick. I don't think we need the second round pick much. You can get a guy like him or Kabengele or Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann is good. He play a nice point guard backup here in Detroit. So he plays better than he is as good as DeLon Wright, probably. I don't know. So it depends on who we're really getting from a young asset in the trade deadline. And I could see us really trying to ship D Rose. That's the guy we're trying to sell very heavy on D Rose. I don't think Plumlee is moving. I don't think the Pistons are moving Plumlee because we just signed him. I don't think we're going to trade those players. Ellington, I'm not confident the Pistons would trade him either because unless a team really interested in him, we'd be trading Ellington because we just signed him. Guys, remember, we signed these agents. These are brand new agents. I don't know if we're going to trade them on the first year after we signed them unless they are interested in leaving Detroit or unless the other teams are interested in them.
It happens all the time, though. You know, you sign a guy, give him a bigger role, you pay him a little bit more, you play him for about a half a year so that way his numbers look better, so that way come trade deadline you can move him. It happens a lot, especially it's a lot more recent. The last couple of years it's happened a lot more. So Wayne Ellington's a one-year rental. Flip him to a playoff team, get a second-round draft pick for him. And Plumlee's case, hey, they wanted him here for Killian. Killian's going to miss probably the rest of the year. No sense rushing him back. Get him out of here too. So
yeah, so I don't know what the hell is up with my webcam. Like, it's very choppy. I don't know, like, why y'all can't see me. But I'm going to just keep the camera off because I'm like, I had to go get my other phone, man. I'm looking at it. This junk does not look right, bro.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like Comcast, bro. This is why I don't like Comcast, man.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's wrong with it either.
It's just bad network. That's what it is.
Yeah, because I got my webcam. I even turned the resolution up on my webcam, and I'm like, well, it still looks the exact same. Made me want to restart my computer, but whatever, man. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next topic.
But let me ask you: don't you think the Lakers would love D Rose and Ellington together in exchange for Taylor Horton Tucker?
Bravo, listen to me.
you can probably get Kyle
They're
Kuzma.
not getting rid of Taylor Horton Tucker.
You can
Dude,
get
he's a
that
second round pick, dude. He's due for a contract this year.
What have you? I'll say it. Have you seen him play basketball?
How much is going to cost the Lakers to re-sign?
It don't matter. He's getting re-signed. Have you seen him play basketball?
I know.
He has the third highest ceiling on that entire team.
Okay, how about
his
Kuzma?
ceiling is higher on every person than that entire team, bro. They're not getting rid of him at all.
How about Kuzma? Kuzma's still good?
No, he's not.
I don't know. I think the Lakers would want a guy like D Rose and Ellington.
Kuzma, man. I don't want
either. But I think the Lakers would be interested in D Rose and Ellington. We can get a package for Taylor Horton Tucker.
We're not getting Taylor Horton Tucker, bro.
You never know. You don't know.
Yes, I do
Maybe
know.
if you want for Jeremy Grant.
Like, I'm trying to tell you.
Jeremy Grant.
I'm trying to tell you, the Lakers are a different type of organization. They don't just get rid of players that look like they're going to be great. They don't do that. That's not how the Lakers
player. I like him.
If you've seen Taylor Horton Tucker play, LeBron's seen it. He's not going anywhere. and he's gonna be a very good player. So they're not gonna get rid of him for anything we got unless we give it up something valuable.
J-Mo, what do the Lakers need right now desperately? Tell me.
The Lakers, I don't mean they really don't need much.
They need the backup point guard, scoring of a point guard, and
no,
they need also
point guard play is straight. They got Schroeder.
Yeah, but he's starting on their team right now, basically.
Yeah, but he doesn't play point.
LeBron's a starting point guard.
Yeah, but let's face it, they need backup scoring and backup shooting.
And then they got Caruso too.
You can send Svi back to them and D Rose and get Taylor Horton-Tucker.
You're not getting Taylor Horton-Tucker, man. Like,
anyways, let's move on.
That's not happening. But Kuzma, we would have way too many Warriors, man. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with Kyle Kuzma. But does my mic sound all right and stuff now?
Yeah, you sound good.
All right, cool. Comcast. I have the highest. What do they call it? Millibytes per second or whatever. I'm paying the most for the worst contract. It seems. Like we gonna have some discussions. This is crazy. But what do you mean, Brian? THT might be the Lakers' third best player. No, it's Schroeder, but he's probably the fourth best player.
Yeah.
Like,
I like him. I love him.
That kid's gonna be very good.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna be very good. If the Lakers gave us to him, I wouldn't be surprised. But there's no way I can see them doing it. I just can't see it. Like, especially with LeBron, they're not getting rid of him unless LeBron gives back something, and that's something ain't on our team. He ain't about to get rid of THT for D Rose and Wayne Ellington.
Hey, J-Mo, let me tell you something. Some of the Lakers players do very well on the Lakers just because they're playing next to LeBron. Remember that.
Like who?
Every player on the Lakers plays very well because
give
of LeBron.
me an example.
Look at. I mean, all the players. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, because you're wrong. Actually, some of these players were playing.
I'm not wrong in that perspective.
Some of these players were playing good before LeBron. That's why I actually give me the player who's playing better because of LeBron.
I mean, I feel like a lot of players on the Lakers thrive with the presence of LeBron. That's why he makes the other players look a lot better.
I'm
on
just
the
asking
table.
you to name
Kuzma. I don't know if Kuzma
is gotten worse with LeBron.
I don't know. Here's how I look at
it. That's what I'm saying. Like Wesley Matthews had a better season last year with Milwaukee. KCP was already good before LeBron got there. Marc Gasol is a champion without LeBron James. All of these players, to Anthony Davis, like LeBron does make players better, but he's playing around some players that are already set. Like Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder was Sixth Man of the Year before LeBron James. He's on a team full of like mostly veteran guys. You can say he makes Caruso better, okay? Like Marcus Morris, we know what he is. Marquise Morris, we already know what he is. He's the same guy. So when you look at that team, it's not really what you're saying. Like,
you talk about the previous players. Look at Rondo. Rondo this year is not even Rondo last year.
What do you mean? He ain't make Rondo better?
No, he looked a lot better last year.
Bravo.
He didn't make Rondo better?
Come on.
Oh my God.
Rondo's like 40 years old.
Okay. That is an example. I'm throwing an example in here.
Come on, that's not a good example.
I was about to go pee. Stop the blasphemy on
Rondo. Like you can say he made KCP better. I'll give you that. Just to have some fun with you, but no, Rondo always does that in the playoffs. All right, now, so should I think the Pistons should be active and aggressive during the trade deadline? 100%. And for who? I'm gonna cut my camera on, even though it looks like it's gonna be choppy. Don't matter. I wonder let me see. Let me turn on my webcam camera and see if it would change.
Get every young asset you can, man. You need that.
Even though no. Trade the Hall for Lonzo Ball. I mean, I know y'all been on Twitter lately. Y'all see what my man been doing the last 5 games, man. It's only just, I told y'all, give him 20, 25 games to get going, then it's going to get crazy. Trade for Lonzo. I don't even think I need to continue to make the argument. Y'all see how, the dude is special. Simple as that. That's what I'm doing. And if I'm not trading for Zoe, I'm getting rid of Mason Plumlee and try to get me a young player. Try to get Kendrick Nunn. I've seen some people talking about I would love Kendrick Nunn. Just go get you some young assets. If you're getting rid of Mason Plumlee, you are going to have to replace him with somebody, and I don't think Okafor is the guy that can do that. try to get one of these young centers that teams have maybe given up on, like the Wendell Carter Juniors of the world, because the Bulls don't really believe in him like that no more. So we'll see what they do with that. But, and I'm not saying that being biased because y'all think I like – I'm saying that because it'll help our team. It's all good. It'll help our team. And the thing is, it's not like we got to give up everything in the world for them. But, hey, if we don't do it, we'll stand pat, and we still got our own little squad. But I'm going to wait till Drew get back before I get to this next question. Because I'm gonna go to the chat before I get to these next questions, because these the questions right here. This the meat and potatoes. So we was having fun in the beginning, man.
Yeah, I like Mr. McRae, Mo Bamba. What do you guys think of Mo Bamba?
I would love to get Mo Bamba.
Yeah, I love him too.
Like, yeah, let's get one of them. Bring back Dante Hall and Eric Moreland. Stop playing, bro. He said he made Daniel Gibson better. Dellavedova. Yeah, but I'm talking about on the Lakers though. Brown makes players better, but those Lakers players were already they were already whatever they were before Brown got there. And like some of them are a little bit worse, like Kuzma, for example.
Oh my God, are we still on this?
No. I was responding to a comment. Zach LaVine said he don't want to be on the Bulls. No, Zach LaVine will want to be on the Bulls if Lonzo's on the Bulls. Trust me. He's going nowhere. Yeah, I'm dead serious. And the Bulls fans want Lonzo badly. So apparently they're smart. They begging for Zoe. Plumlee for Mitchell Robinson. Hell yeah. What you mean? But no, I said I was waiting for you to get back so we can get to the meat and potatoes of all these questions, man.
But I don't think you can do that. Can you think trade Plumlee for Mitchell Robinson? I don't think it works.
I don't think New York does that. All right. Vegas has Dwane Casey as the second highest odds to get fired. Should Dwane Casey be fired after this season? And Drew, tell me why.
Can I get, first and foremost, can I get a hell yeah in the comments for that one? I cannot believe that, man.
Hell yeah.
I can't put it into words how happy I am that he's that high up there. Like, it's just so frustrating watching this team right now. I know we're not going to win. Play the young guys. Stop playing guys like McGriddle. Stop playing guys like Plumlee. Stop even bringing those guys to our team. Get Casey's bum ass out of here, man. Never thought I would want Stan Van Gundy back. Jeez, man. I'm all aboard the Kenny Atkins. Bring him in here. I don't care at this rate, man. Bring up our G League coach, for crying out loud, man. I don't care. Whatever it takes. I'm gonna go. I'm going to put a bet on that, man. I'm gonna give Vegas some money, even if he doesn't get fired. I just appreciate the confidence boost from them. Thank you, guys.
What you think, Bravo?
I think it's probably going to happen. I can see it. I agree with Drew. He might be on the hot seat right now because, unfortunately, we're just not doing good at all. So, and we're really like, he's not even helping himself playing these young guys. The only way I can see us keeping him if we really like do a lot better in the second half of the season. But I don't think it's happening because we know very well. It depends after the trade deadline. What do we get? Who do we trade for? If we're really getting nothing, if the Pistons keep doing this like bad, like the worst team literally in the NBA or bottom three, I don't think Casey's staying.
I'm trying to think of what we do offensively that Dwane Casey has made us better at, and I have two plays that come to mind. One, the game winner from Reggie Bullock against the Toronto Raptors, and two, the game winner against Philly where Blake dropped 50. Outside of that, our offense is just give the ball to Blake and get the hell out the way. Like, Dwane Casey has no game plan. We're an okay defensive team. We still don't have those are like I'm just trying to think of like great play calls. Like, we call timeouts all the time. We never have anything set up right. Those are the only like memorable two plays that he has dialed up that have worked and were really good. Outside of that, our offense is terrible. And in today's NBA, if you can't score consistently, you're not going to win. You still have to have a good defense to win championships, but you have to score the ball. And we have no offense. We got a lot of good role players coming in out here that can shoot. We never give them the right amount of minutes. We never design any plays for them. We have guys like Andre who are 6'10", almost 300 pounds. Don't draw any plays up for them. We just throw people out there and be like, all right, Blake, take over. When Blake's out there, it's just like, hey, let's let Wayne Ellington shoot 25 threes tonight. What the hell? Like, we have no offensive game plan ever. It just sucks.
I said this was the meat and potatoes and Drew went in. Okay.
And the other thing is, I mean, I want to add to here. I feel like Casey made some players worse this year than last year. I have no idea. You guys see Seiko? He's doing bad this year.
Well, look at Mihailuk. What happened to Mihailuk?
Exactly. Mihailuk regressed. Seiko regressed. I don't know who else. Everybody's gone.
I don't think Seiko's regressed though.
I don't think he's confident as good as this last year, man.
I think he's a better player than he was last year. Definitely.
He physically might be better, but I don't think he regressed. Sounds like he's not able to. He's not even getting the ball enough ball. So that's really
like I would say that if like plays are ran through him, but like when he's going through games with one field goal attempt, that lets you know that you're not using the guy and he's getting 13 minutes a game. Like if anybody's regressed, it's Dwane Casey.
It goes back to my point though of not drawing up plays. Seiku's probably the most athletic person on the team right now. Why is it when we inbound the ball, like we never try to do an inbound alley-oop to him? You see Miami do it all the time with Bam. I mean, Lakers do it all the time to Anthony Davis and LeBron. Like the good teams are able to get easy buckets to some of their athletic guys. For God knows why we can't do that with Sekou. I don't get it.
Yeah, but and people ask me all the time, you know, why do I want Alonzo? Because when I be like, he'll fix all our problems, that's what he'll do. You will never have to worry about Sekou getting the ball. You will never have to worry about him getting out. Do you see look at Kyle Kuzma. I just want you to go look at Kyle Kuzma rookie highlights. You'll see Lonzo in a lot of them. And just look how good he is.
Do that with Zion.
Look at Kyle Kuzma right now. Look at Zion. Well, it's already a stat when Zion is literally worse when Lonzo isn't on the court, so that's facts. Look at Zion, bro. You put him with Sekou and Jeremy. Now these guys are getting shots. I asked what is on offense. Well, you have a point guard like so. It don't even have to be so. Just like we can't get CP3, but just give me a damn point guard. I'm sick of it. And Killian's hurt right now, so he can't fill that role. So I'm pissed. And Lonzo is an offense. He's that fast-paced, running gun, pick-and-roll offense. That's what we would run. You wouldn't have any problems. And Dwane Casey is out there with a chicken with his head cut off. We don't have a point guard, and you won't even let your second pick get an opportunity. Frank Jackson is trash, but he ain't got an opportunity. Like, it's just like I'm just getting sick of Dwane Casey destroying our players, and we're just watching it. And the thing that gets me mad is people be like, you're going too hard on Dwane Casey. We're in a rebuild. There's no way he's about to get fired or anything. And I just want to ask you, why are you so okay with being trash? Because when I'm looking at this team, we should be better than what we are, no matter if we were supposed to be in some tankathon or what. And if we had SVG, we probably have a couple more wins. I won't say we'll be way better, but we might have one or two more wins. I'll give you that. We'll probably have two more wins. I'm not saying we'll be good, and he wouldn't be destroying our players. He would be empowering these guys. And I'm not saying I want SVG back. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the bar has gotten so low. Dwane Casey, I don't really know what he's adding to this team right now. If you're going to be a young coach and we're going to be bad, you have to be adding something to the team. And I'm not comparing him to like Jim Boylan because he was trash in Chicago, but that's what he's looking like. Just a trash coach on a trash team that's about to get fired.
Yo, I think he's the Jason Garrett of the NBA. A whole lot of claps, not a whole lot of coaching.
Facts, bro. Like I'm just sick of it. Dominique Davis says Casey got these guys. Can y'all see your super chat?
Yeah, I don't have it on the screen.
It's not on the screen.
No.
Yeah, I see it. I see it
in the chat. I don't see it on the screen though.
You don't see it on the screen. I don't even know when he put it up, man. It was a minute ago. It didn't pop up. But anyway, he says Casey got these guys with these role cards to keep them in check instead of just playing free, not to mention inconsistent minutes every night. Shout out to my man Dominique Davis for the donation. Thank you for the support, bro. Thanks for supporting the DSA and the channel, man. But no, he's 100% right. But see, that's not how you do things. You're supposed to let the people play free. If you're establishing roles, it has to be the right role too. Like Sadiq Bey finally got some minutes tonight, and his field goal percentage was bad, but he played good. Just like that's been for him like all year. But like consistent minute, all we ask for some consistency and to see our young players grow. And that's why Vegas has Dwane Casey so high up on the chopping block, because we know this is not Troy Weaver's guy. People thinking that Dwane Casey will be able to outlast Troy Weaver. We gonna see. Because if I'm Troy Weaver, I'm like, why the hell do I keep Dwane Casey? If I get Cade Cunningham, why the hell do I want Dwane Casey? I want another coach. That's my guy, and I'm gonna let him build up Cade Cunningham. You feel me?
Right.
I'm not gonna give him to Dwane Casey and let him ruin Cade Cunningham. No. But it's just pitiful, man. Because I know this guy has been way better than this, and I just don't understand what's going on in our organization. What is the real problem that we're seeing this type of product? And it's not about losing games. It's about the way we're losing and how we look in certain spots. It's just like we don't look like a professional team. We look like a joke. And I don't care, like, if we in some tankathon, we look like a joke. The head coach is at fault for us looking like a joke. Straight up. Like, it's just pitiful. And I feel like the games that we won, the players showed up. When we beat the Lakers, Blake showed up. When we beat the Suns, I remember Jeremy Grant showed up. That was all on the players. None of that was ever Dwane Casey them wins that we got. That was the players stepping up. Like, you know getting well the Lakers win with Dwane Casey. That was Blake like, F you, Brian. I'm about to give you these buckets. So it's just like we shouldn't have to depend on things like that. And even the veterans are getting inconsistent minutes besides Jeremy Grant and Mason Plumlee. And really, it's just a shit show. And I just want something better for the team. I want a better leader and somebody that's gonna make, like, what's happening to High Loop, what happened recently to Sadiq before he got back out there. You know, Josh Jackson up and down. It's just like, man, it just gets bad. And I want to be positive, y'all. I don't want to talk about and rant about how bad Dwane Casey is. I want the team to be good. But this is the reality, man. We can't shy away from it, bro. The dude is trash, bro. He garbage. And if you like this guy, so what? He going to be fired soon. That's just how I feel about it. We going to move on before I rant for another 30 minutes.
I just like it no matter what the topic is, we somehow throw Lonzo Ball on there.
Get me Zoe.
You know what, though? If we traded for him right now, Casey's still here, you know Casey's going to ruin his minutes.
No, he's not. Zoe will be the best perimeter defender on the team, so he'll get minutes that way. And like DeLon Wright and who else we got? Saving Lee. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's gonna be him and Derrick Rose. Like, it's like it ain't like anybody else gonna be able to take the minute. It ain't nobody here. Like, Dwane Casey can be an asshole and still Lonzo will be on the court. But DeLon Wright and them would be out there. So I'm not saying it'll be good for Zoe, but I just think Zoe will blossom with the opportunity. Same thing with Jeremy Grant. Like, it's just once he get the opportunity to run his own team and like take as many shots as he wants, that's when he's just gonna blossom and break out better than being they trying to turn him into a 3-and-D guy. And he's playing well even in his limited role. And that's what you show. That shows the great players from the trash players. Now, I've seen a lot of other players do it too. Not just Lonzo. A lot of players done it before. I've seen Ben Wallace do it. But when you're put into a role that you're not supposed to be in and you still produce. So, of course I want him on the squad, man. Like, why wouldn't I? You know, and if Killian was back, I feel the same way. I want him even more. Just because, man, I'm trying to get a great team, man. I'm tired of misery, man.
I feel you.
Last game, Chris Paul single-handedly showed us how elite point guard play changes an entire team. 100%. I mean, if you watch the Pelicans last game, watch what Zoe did. He can put him on his back. But you saw what Chris Paul did to OKC. As soon as he get there, playoff team. As soon as he get to Phoenix, what are they? Top 4 seed. Chris Paul go. As soon as he went to Houston, for what were they? 66 wins. Like, what we talking about? Like, what we talking about, Fred? What we talking about? How Charlotte looking with LaMelo? What we talking about? So how Memphis looking with Ja Morant? What we talking about? So when you get these guys, this is what happens. And Killian, even if he was healthy this year, he has a lot to learn, and he wouldn't be able to do that for us this year. And we got to build on him and as he grows. But man, I just wish he was around some higher IQ basketball players, because a lot of players on this team have very low basketball IQ. And that's when you see a lot of bad basketball. These riding McGriddles and shit. Man. All right, y'all. We're going to move on to the next topic, man.
Yeah, super chat also.
I got another super chat, or is it the same one? Let me see. I got a super chat. Where is it in the chat though? Who wants to bet some money they let Zion walk? Oh, Zion, if they trade Lonzo, guarantee you Zion don't resign. I put money on that. Casey is our guy. He has found a way with Weaver to sign a couple of vets they can start and allow us to showcase them while we hide our youngins. Okay. I don't think Casey's the guy at all. At all. Not even close. I kind of want LeVar to be a Piston, so Lonzo to be a Piston, so LeVar can go off on Casey 100%. LeVar, I need LeVar to be like, trash coach. Don't know how to play my boy. Won't let my boy take enough shots. Trash coach. And then all the Pistons fans gonna be like, yes, trash coach. We've been telling them. And then you already know the Lonzo fan base gonna be on their ass. Trash coach. Get his ass up out of here. I'll miss Killian. Who you telling? I'm telling you, our team would not be nearly as bleak if we had Killian. We really need him. Like, we really need him badly. Whether y'all think he was trash in the first 7 games and people hated him, I don't give a damn. We need Killian badly, man. We really do. I'm scrolling through the comments, and then we're going to move on to the next topic, y'all. If anything y'all want to talk about, go ahead, man. To talk about LaMelo first 30-point game. Why would you hide your youngins? Yeah, I know. Talk about LaMelo. Hey, man, I was watching the end of that game. Yeah, man. Well, Rap Guy Reloaded, shout out to you because the next topic was actually about LaMelo. So let's go. Melo just dropped 34 points and 8 assists and 0 turnovers. He's the youngest rookie to ever do that in NBA history. Let's go. Should the Pistons have traded up for Lamelo Ball? And I was watching the game. I mean, he was scoring at will. Then this was against Utah. They just couldn't guard him, and it was easy. They just couldn't do nothing with the man. This guy is next level special. And I'm not surprised in the slightest about him playing well, finally starting. But should the Pistons trade up for LaMelo? We're going to start off with you, Bravo.
Is he available? That's the question.
I'm talking about should we trade up for him before the draft?
Is he available? I don't think so. We trade the whole team. They won't give us LaMelo Ball.
I'm talking about before the draft, man.
Before the draft. Okay. Definitely 100%. I think we should have really traded for him. And I was the guy with you. I was voting with you to trade for him because I wanted the guy that the NBA didn't really help us at all in the draft at all this past year. And we needed a guy like a top 3 pick. The Pistons is not going to live next year without a top 3 pick, in my opinion. We cannot survive in the NBA without a top 3 pick. I think if they don't give us Cunningham, we'll be really bad for the next 3 years. So the same thing with Melo. I think we should have really traded for him. But the question is, what could have really got for the second round pick? I think the second pick from Golden State Warriors is the pick we could have really traded with. I think we should have been a discussion with Golden State, but sounds like Golden State didn't want to trade the pick in the end because they didn't get enough asset in return, and that's why I think they decided to keep the pick.
Well, yeah, they didn't get enough assets, so offer him more. I told y'all before I was willing to give up multiple first round picks from LaMelo Ball, and this was why he was still 16 years old. I was talking about this dude. So yes, we should have traded up, you idiots. And all of the Pistons fans tried to tell me, no, don't trade up for LaMelo. He's not that good, and we need all these players. Look, let me tell you something. I love Sadiq Bey. And y'all know how much I love Isaiah Stewart. It's been documented on every show how much I love Isaiah Stewart as a player. But if you're telling me we lose them two and we get LaMelo, I'm taking it every day of the week, twice on Sunday, and 100 times in a row. This guy just scored 34 and 8, bro. And I'm screaming, banging on the table, banging on the wall. Troy Weaver, give up the farm for a guy to change the franchise. Now, this year, we got to hope we get Cade Cunningham. Because if we end up at 5 or 7 again, then what? And I just wanted to say that because we should have traded up for him. And there was so many Pistons fans just hating on him because he was LeVar's child and not looking at his game. It was people on this show. I think it was Truth Teller saying that the crazy shit, saying LaMelo can't finish. I'm like, fuck is you talking about? No, LaMelo can't finish? That's what people were telling. You remember this shit, Drew? When people were saying he couldn't finish at the rim, I was like, what? I'm like, are you watching him overseas? Do you know that? And LaMelo's already said this. Do you know that the NBL is more tougher and more physical than the NBA? Remember, Luka Doncic said the same thing, bruh. And people was telling me he couldn't finish, dog. Telling me he couldn't shoot, and I told him he was gonna be okay with his shot because he's a scorer. But at the end of the day, Troy Weaver should have made the ballsy move, and now we gotta sit and just talk about it. It was so horrible to watch LaMelo Ball and Donovan Mitchell go at it in the same game when these guys were supposed to be our backcourt. But it is what it is, man. Drew, what's your thoughts, man?
If you're going to tell me that the Warriors would have not taken Luke Kennard, Bruce Brown, the 7th overall pick, and Blake Griffin or Derrick Rose,
no, they would have definitely taken Luke Kennard in a heartbeat.
You're crazy if you're going to say no to that, because pretty much what you're looking at is we traded Bruce Brown and Luke Kennard pretty much to get Sadiq Bey and Isaiah Stewart. Package those two and the 7th overall pick, you could have got them. I was telling people that maybe not this year because I was really high on Anthony Edwards too, that, LaMelo is going to be a top 2 candidate to win Rookie of the Year, but he's going to really blossom after this. He's going to really start popping off. And this is only just a small step in the right direction. Like, he's capable of doing this nightly. Like, he's got superstar potential. Can pass. He's going to be a shooter, a more consistent shooter. You can just tell. But people were calling me crazy because he was a ball brother. They didn't like LeVar. They didn't want LiAngelo. They didn't want Lonzo. So they didn't want him. But watch him now. He's got the keys. Charlotte finally gave him the keys. MJ said, here you go. Go be great. And now he's balling. And now I'm getting a lot of comments on Instagram and Twitter saying, I knew we should have took Lamelo. I'm like, no, you didn't. You were one of the people who didn't want Melo here. So I'm cashing out my receipts, taking them back, getting refunds on them because I know a lot of people did not want them. So here it is.
Mr. Ray, look, I feel you, man. Ain't nobody like sulking over here. I feel you, but we all know on my big board, and I said it plenty of times. It was LaMelo, it was Killian, and then it was Cole Anthony. Those are the players that I like. So we got Killian, so I'm not upset with that. But I am upset because I just felt like usually this is not the NFL. You ain't trading up, right? But this was a unique situation. We could have really traded up for a guy that was truly special. It was the one rare instance where we had the assets. We had everything we needed. Golden State would have traded. You just had to give them enough. Trust me. You just had to give them enough. And I would have gave it to him. Like, what do you mean? I would have gave it to him. And I'm saying that now because 5 years when Melo's a top 5 player in the league, that's why I said what I'm saying now. And it just sucks. But, you know, we're the Pistons. And this leads me to this next question because I don't want the Pistons to do this again. Regardless of draft position, should the Pistons trade up to get Cade Cunningham? This guy. Not going to compare him to LaMelo. We're going to ignore that. This dude is amazing, okay? He's 6'8", with vision, handles, and scoring ability, finishability, athleticism, clutch gene. Cade Cunningham is beyond special. Are we going to do this again, Troy Weaver? Because I know we're the Pistons. I don't care how bad the record is. That first pick is probably not going to happen. We're probably going to be in somewhere in the top 5. And I'm saying, you know, there's Jalen Greens, there's Mobleys, there's Jalen Suggs. There's plenty of great players. But look, there's plenty of great players. Some people like Halliburton. Emmanuel Quickly is great. People like Peyton Pritchard. I could name a lot of great rookies this season, couldn't I, Drew? Yeah. But are any of them better than LaMelo? No. Like, I know we love Edwards too, but no, the answer is no. Wiseman look good too, but the answer is no. He's the best. He's the best. And it hurts. And Cade Cunningham is going to be the best next year, straight up. There's going to be some other great players, but they not him. And I'm just saying to you guys, if we become in a situation where it's the same type of situation, we'll be higher up. We'll definitely get a top 5 pick because we'll be super trash. But if we in this situation, should we trade up to get Cade Cunningham and get this franchise changer? Because that's what we need. All right, Drew, the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, because I don't know, call me crazy. Maybe it's because I'm a Pistons fan. I have a real strong gut feeling that we'll end the year worst team in the league and somehow fall down to 4 or 5. It's just how the cookie crumbles. Not a whole lot we can do about it. But if we are in that position, 112 times, yes, you trade up and get them. We need something to shake this franchise up. We need a franchise player to build around, and that is certainly a player that I have my eye on, and I'm hoping and praying that he is there and available for us, because that's a franchise-changing move. You actually have a puzzle you can build around. You just got to get the rest of the pieces. You got some nice players here, like Grant will be better. Sekou will be better. If you keep Svi, he will be better. Josh Jackson will be better. All the young guys that we really care about will be better. Plus, you got to consider Stewart probably going to be the starting center next year, depending on what we do. But he's going to be great in the pick and roll, giving him more options, getting more assists, easier ways to the rim. It makes sense. Trade up, whatever the cost is, do it. I don't care. Bravo, what do you think about it, man?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Wait,
he's
what? I
doing-
was about to say, hold on.
You were muted.
I was about to say, I was talking and I'm like, no, I was looking at some of these comments or whatever. No, I do think LaMelo is going to stand up to next year's draft. Next year's draft is great, but if LaMelo was in next year's draft, he would go top 3. I'm just telling you right now. Come on. Stop being disrespectful. But no, I'm with you, Drew. Bravo, man. What's your thoughts? Should we trade up for Cade Cunningham if we're in that position?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely, 100%. The question is if he is available. I don't think he's available. This guy is like a gem. You're not gonna really find anyone like a diamond in this whole draft. You're not gonna be able to find someone like that. I don't think so. So he is one of those players that you can say like you could put him in. I believe you could put him in the category of the best draft in the past 20 years. One of the best drafts, I think. Not the best, but maybe the third or the second best. So he is in the same kind of draft, not as the same Zion draft, but I think he's close to that range. So I don't think he's tradable. Whatever team is going to land the first round pick, no question, they're going to draft Cade Cunningham, and he is not tradable unless you're going to give the whole tank. Maybe you give them 3 first round pick, maybe. So I don't know.
I disagree with that because it depends on what team gets the number 1 overall.
So if you think a team like, I hate to say the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I was about to say Minnesota.
Oh my God, they're so lucky, man.
I don't know if Minnesota. I think they will be open to, because they could trade down and get a good piece. They might be open to doing that. Like I said, it depends on what team gets it, But,
I hate these Minnesota Timberwolves and the Bulls. They're gonna get lucky in the draft and get this. I hope you're lucky.
I hope not, man. No, look, I just brought that up to say, like, I'm the type of person, man. Go get your guy. Like, the Pistons and the Lions and all of our other teams, it never works out perfectly for us. It's never we drafted some special guy. And I'm talking about if we're not top 3. Like, yeah, we're top 3. Yeah, we can get Sue. We can get a Stafford. We can get a Calvin Johnson. We're top 3. We can get a great pick, Grant Hill. Yeah, you're top 3. But it's so rare. It's so hard to be top 3 for the Pistons, apparently. And my thing is, if we end up with like the 3rd overall pick, I don't give a damn what they asking for. Give it up. I'm for real. If Sekou gotta go, I love you. Give it up.
Yeah, for sure. I
Cade Cunningham is too damn good. Like, everybody on our team is expendable. Everyone on the team is expendable if it comes to getting Cade Cunningham. I'm just being honest. Because I think that man stay healthy. I'm going with my man. That boy is going to be super, like, special. He's going to be like I said, what everybody thought Ben Simmons was going to be. It's going to end up being Cade Cunningham. Future superstar, damn near guaranteed. Yeah, that dude's gonna be special. So yeah, man, I'm trading up for the man. like Bravo says, they're not available. No, they're available if your package is nice enough. Trust me. Let's say we offer Jeremy Grant to somebody, and they be like, "Oh, hold up now. Oh yeah, we'll take Jeremy."
Yeah.
Like, no, look, it's always on the table if the package is sweet enough. Trust me, it's always on the table if the package. Like Pelicans wouldn't have got Zion if somebody would have offered them something crazy, but it had to be something crazy. You feel me? But nobody offered them that. But all I'm saying is, how many times we gonna miss? And it's not like Cade's the only player. Green sucks, Mobley. There's going to be a few superstars from this draft, but you can be a superstar and not lead me to a championship. I'll just be honest about it. And I think Cade is one of those championship pieces. You put on with a couple other guys, you can end up winning something.
Yeah.
So I'm giving up whatever I need to get. Like everybody expendable. Whatever I need to give up, I'm doing it. And the thing is, the price tag isn't going to be as high as you think it is because we could be like 3 or 4 or maybe even 2. You see what I'm saying? So we wouldn't even have to move up that far. And then that's when you can start talking about using a way. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't want to miss on Lamelo Ball again. You feel me? And I think Cade's going to be every bit as talented as Lamelo is now. And it's just going to kill me if we did all of this losing to end up with a 3rd overall pick. You feel me?
Yeah, it's going to suck.
We end up with the 1st overall pick. Every Pistons fans is gonna be the happiest fan base in the world. Every show we gonna be like, yeah, what's good, y'all? What's good? It's Rich Bowl Saturday. We got Cade, bro. That's how we gonna do every day. It's a wonderful day for our franchise because we know we're getting Cade Cunningham. But until we get that number 1, we don't know what's gonna happen. And we're the Pistons. They hate us.
Yeah. I mean, hey, look at that. I mean, we're literally the worst team in the NBA. The bottom 3 teams, we're like the worst. We don't have anything. We need like a helper from the NBA. They can't just help the Minnesota Timberwolves. They just drafted. They got their best players. They have a very uniquely talented team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, but they're just a bad team. We're actually not talented team. We're bad and we're not talented. We need help. We're desperate for the draft.
Mr. Ray has a good point. The Boston Celtics traded up to get Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, their stars for the next 10 years, and the Mavs traded up to get Luka, potential face of the NBA, 100%.
Great point.
And that's what I'm saying. Jalen Green and Suggs, like I said, Cade might not be. I don't think he's gonna be the only superstar. And you know that word superstar is rare because there's only 8 or 9 of them. I don't think he's gonna be the only superstar from that draft. But ain't none of them Cade, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. Ain't none of them that dude. Ain't none of them him. That's all I'm saying. Him. He different. Ain't none of them him. So yes, I'm trading now. I don't give a damn what the price tag is, bro. Because you ain't be worried about no price tag when you got that dude on your team.
So your best bet is to finish bottom 3 in order to land a 1st-round pick. So
he said we're getting the money base. I don't know why y'all complaining. Hey,
come on,
I hope so, but.
Speak it into existence, Ben.
Keep speaking it into existence because I'll switch up everything I just said about Cade if we talk about Omg Bates. Omg Bates, oh my God, he's the greatest high school player I've seen since LeBron James. And I'm just saying that, period. He different. Like Cade's different, but he that AD level of different. You feel me? That Giannis LeBron level of different. You know, Cade's a little, I ain't gonna say he's a little bit step below, but he different too. But yeah, Omg Bates, don't get me started, y'all. Don't get me started on that man. All right. Why do you think the Pistons are playing Rodney McGruder? Question from Bravo. Bravo, you take the question. Why are they playing McGriddle looking like a McNugget, but he ain't getting no buckets?
I don't know. I just don't understand. I think it sounds like we're playing McGruder because we're trying to lose. That's how I can understand from this scenario. We're trying to lose, and that's why we're trying to play the worst players in our team.
Oh, the Bulls are beating the brakes off the Magic. I don't like to see that. That's not what I like to see. But all right, Drew, man. Why are we playing McNuggets and he ain't getting no buckets? What the hell wrong with Dwane Casey?
I gotta make this my last one. I gotta go after this question, but I honestly don't know. There's no reasonable solution. Like, I can understand starting Wayne Ellington. That made sense of trying to boost his trade value because people will actually trade for shooters. I don't understand what McGriddle brings to the team. He's never really been anything. I don't know why people got so butthurt when the Warriors ripped him into shreds. I really don't. He's never done anything for us. He's really done nothing a whole lot in his career. But whatever. I'm not trying to destroy this guy. He's made it to the NBA. I haven't. Congrats to him. But at the same point in time, man, we got all these young guys who are getting inconsistent minutes that should be out there on the court, and not a guy like McGriddle. Like, seriously, like, why? There's no reasonable answer for why he's getting minutes. There's no answer to this question. It's just because Dwane Casey's an idiot. That's
yeah, like, I don't got nothing more to elaborate on that. But Drew, you can give your final thoughts. That was actually the last question, so we're going to get into questions later, y'all. But give your final thoughts, man. Thanks for stopping by for the show tonight.
Yeah, great show. Surprised people still come out even though this team sucks. So make sure your guys' voices are heard. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new. DSA member links in the description. Check it all out. But it's a good show, man. I'll slow watch this guy get ready for the big day tomorrow. So you guys have a good one. Like the video if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, man. Shout out to my man Drew. When Jackson, Bay, Stewart, and Grant play, it's a glimpse of the new bad boys. Killian had the D to fight as well. Now, Killian's an amazing defender. It's the best quality. There's J-Mo, if you have on the team, would I trade for Cade? Hell yeah. I don't care. Give me all of them. Run Cade at the 3. Zoe at the 1. Killian at the 2. Cade at the 3. Stop playing with me, dog. Stop playing with me. All right, y'all. Make sure you drop all your questions in the chat. I'm going to look through the questions and go over. Me and Bravo answer these questions for you guys. So Gores ain't giving up his coat, women, and money. Hey, if Gores wants to sell out, if he wants to sell out the arena, he'll get Cade Cunningham.
So what do you think today?
Hey, Brian, stop being so pessimistic with this comment, man. Stop being so pessimistic.
What did he say?
He said the GM wouldn't even pick up the phone. If my GM do pick up the phone, he fired.
What is it? It's not going to be a price on Cade Cunningham. Won't even be an answer on the phone. If any GM pick up the phone, he would be immediately fired before the. It's not like that, but I think he's. So let's face it. Everything is tradable if you get the crazy deal in there. Well, what is the crazy deal? You try to trade the entire team, the future picks. That's all I can think of. But I don't think it's happening. So
look, this is the crazy. Paul George got traded for 4 first-round picks, right? So if I offer you, no. If I offer you, Sadiq Bey, I'm sorry, y'all, but I forgot to do it. If I offer you Sadiq Bey, Sekou, 2 first-round picks in the next 2 years, and my first-round pick, and who else should I give you to sweeten the pot? Sure, maybe I'll offer you Jeremy Grant, like for real.
Yeah, it's
you gonna tell me they're gonna be like, no. I don't think the Pistons will offer all of that, but I'm just saying I would, and I'll pick up that team.
Here's how you look at it: you trade a bad contract maybe, and get rid of if the Wizards get the first-round pick,
right?
And they want to get rid of
Grant in a heartbeat, they'll take it.
Yes, they take Jeremy Grant, and they give us the worst contract in their team. Well, whoever they want to get rid of. I
don't care who it is. I'll take the contract if we get Cade. Yeah,
so that would maybe be a scenario, but it's I don't know. They want to get the contract of their book with nothing in exchange. So that we would have to absorb Russell Westbrook contract in exchange for nothing.
I don't have a problem taking Westbrook if we're getting Cade Cunningham. We'll keep Russ for a couple. You know how much I love. He's my favorite player. So if you're telling me, in order to get Cade Cunningham, you got to take on Russell Westbrook, I'm dancing. I'm going to be like, yes, give me Westbrook, because you know what Westbrook going to do? He going to put all of his fire, all of his grit, all of his passion and his soul into Cade Cunningham. And when he leaves, Cade Cunningham going to be the dog, the bully on the block, bro. Yeah. See, man, people got to realize, even though you might not like Westbrook as a player, as a leader, he has such an impact on players. And a lot of these players give him credit for that. Dennis Schroeder gave him credit for that in his recent great year. Like, And if you're telling me he's gonna be raising up Cade Cunningham, I'm one of the happiest people on the planet. Like, I'm being honest. If that's the bad contract we got to take from the Wizards, I'm taking it in a heartbeat. Yes, give me what. I'll take Russ and I'll take Cade. You feel me?
Yeah, but I think Brian is trying to make a point. Brian Shook is trying to say that he is untradeable, and I don't think he's tradable. I don't think
Brian Shook said it's gonna take more than five first round picks to get him. No, it's not. Cade Cunningham is hyped up, but he's not more valuable than a Paul George on the market, or like Kawhi Leonard was on the market. Guys, you'll give him 5 first round picks for. Like, he ain't played a game in the NBA yet. I don't know if his value is that high. James Durham said, I must admit it. I'm eating every word I had about against drafting LaMelo. Yeah, it is what it is. The boy's special. I pray we get Emoni Bates.
I actually would love to get Cade over Emoni. If you give me the chance to get any of them, I'll be super happy. Piston fans need to realize we're not gonna be lucky all day. We're not lucky as a team. So if the NBA doesn't help us, we're not gonna get a guy like Cade Cunningham or Emoni Bates. NBA should help us in here. I think so.
No, 100%. Like, please, like, I'm begging you, NBA. I don't know what I got to do for y'all to give us Cade Cunningham. Please, if we're the worst team in the league, I'm begging y'all. Like, I ain't never wished for nothing more. I wish y'all could see my face without my messed up camera. Like, I'm begging y'all with all my soul. Can we get Cade Cunningham? Please? Like, you hear it in my voice. I'm begging, bro. I need Cade Cunningham. I just need a number 1 overall pick. We've never had one since 1970, y'all. 1970. It's been, 50 years? 51 years since we had a number 1 pick? 51 years. 51 years. Can we get a damn number 1, please? That's all I'm asking.
I mean, this last year they killed us. They didn't even give us. We were 5th in the bottom in the whole NBA, and we were devastated when we didn't really. I mean, I was like shocked. We got the 7th pick. That was so bad from the NBA. The team is not good. We need some help, really. I mean, if they don't want to help us, the team eventually will sell and move out of Detroit. I don't know if it's going to happen, but the team is going to remain. Is going to remain bad for the next few years, and this is not good for the NBA. Why would the NBA like leave a team like this all years? I mean, what is the benefit? We need competition and we need equality in here. They're not being equal to us at all. We always the underdogs. We're always gonna remain the underdogs. Why is it like that? I don't know.
Man, because they hating on Detroit, man. Yeah. Like, look, we gonna be the worst team in the league if y'all don't give us Cade Cunningham. I'm just gonna be like, bro, I'm done, bro. Like, I'm done having hope for getting the number 1 pick, because it's not like we don't get the number 1 pick this year. It's never gonna happen. Like, that's how I feel. Or if it do, it's gonna be 100 years when basketball is being played in space and it's playing with robots or something. Cade could be the next Russell Westbrook. He'd be a 6'8" version. Imagine if Russell Westbrook was 6'8". Woo! But be looking like LeBron. Cavs got how many first overall picks?
Yeah,
LeBron,
exactly.
Irving, Wiggins, and Anthony Bennett. T. Wolves got KG, Chat, and Anthony Edwards, right? Like, right. And the Cavs hit big on 2 of their first round. LeBron James, obviously, and Kyrie Irving. Two of the greatest players to ever play the game. Kyrie and LeBron. You know, we obviously know LeBron's better, but Kyrie's going to be one of the greatest players to ever play. If you don't think that now, good luck for you. And I just want one elite blue chip guy. Like, that you just know this is the guy. You know, a Zion, a Melo, a Edwards, a Ja. You know what I mean?
The other thing is, I don't think getting the 2nd round pick this year, getting a 2nd or 3rd pick this year helps a lot as much as we're getting the 1st. Because what do we do with Mobley? He's not going to save our franchise. What are we going to do with Jalen Suggs? He's not going to save our franchise. The only guy I could see saving our franchise is Cade Cunningham. I'm not hyping the guy too much, but we need desperate help in here.
I mean, I like the Jalen's. I like Jalen Green.
Is he going to save the Pistons
franchise? I think Jalen Green and Mobley could really help. Because I think Mobley is that good.
J-Mo, Cunningham is an impact like Zion, like Ja Morant, like Donovan Mitchell. He's the kind of player like those. He's an all-star already. He's written on his name like an all-star kind of player.
Yeah, I know. But I think Mobley could be one of the best centers in the league, like a Karl-Anthony Towns, you know, Embiid, Jokic. Hey, some of the centers are leading these teams. I think Mobley is talented enough to be one like better than Wiseman, And you see how good Wiseman is. He's better than Wiseman as a prospect, in my opinion.
But what do we do with center? We just have we got a nice center right now. What do we do with the extra center?
Bro, Stewart is nice, but he's not Mobley. Mobley can shoot.
Yeah.
Mobley is different. Like, same thing with having Killian. We have Killian, but he ain't Cade Cunningham.
I'm just gonna say, if we're not getting Cunningham, I would not be satisfied, to be honest, this year.
Hey man, I mean, I can't say you wrong about nothing like that because I'll be with you. I'll be severely disappointed. I'll be mad at the NBA. I'll curse the NBA. And y'all are trash. To be honest.
I mean, I don't know about Jalen Green. We're not even seeing gameplay of Jalen Green in the G League. The G League hasn't started either. I don't think it started yet, right? So Jalen Green, we don't know how really good he is. Jalen Suggs is a good player, but I like Jalen Suggs, but he's not going to save our franchise. We need a guy like Cunningham, period. Imani Bates, period. We need a guy like those.
I mean, I don't disagree. Hey, we do. We definitely do. Cade, Hayes, and Sekou. Hey, I'm with it. All right, y'all. If y'all got any more questions, make sure you guys drop a question in the chat. Yo, J-Mo, you see the Knicks trying to get D Rose? Nope, they got Emmanuel quickly.
What is that?
Do you think the Knicks are trying to get D Rose? And I said no because they have Emmanuel quickly. What do you think?
So I think the Knicks are trying to get D Rose because it's a rumor, and we know that Tom Thibodeau loved D Rose from Minnesota, from Bulls. He would love to get a guy like him. The Knicks are the 6th in the East. Can you imagine that? They are the 6th in the East. They're a good team this year. So they would love a scorer like D Rose. I don't know how much we can get in return.
Yeah, but what am I getting from the Knicks?
We're not getting like Quickly. Quickly is a good player, man. We're getting a guy, maybe Dennis Smith Jr., maybe Frank Ntilikina, maybe a second, an additional heavily protected first round pick, maybe like a top 20 or top 18 protected first round pick, the Dallas pick, maybe. I don't know if that's the way to go.
Yeah, Chet Holmgren bought out on Imani Bates, but he's 2 years older than Imani Bates, and Imani had 36. Chet Holmgren is going to be nice, but he won't be better than Imani Bates.
Should we talk about the hot topic in the NBA right now these days? Andre Drummond.
Oh, my goodness, man. Here you go.
You guys want to talk about Andre Drummond? Andre Drummond rumored to be waived by the Cleveland Cavaliers, buy him out, and he's going to re-sign with a different team, including the Boston Celtics. And I heard also a couple of rumors from the Brooklyn Nets. How do you guys feel about that?
Man. I really don't care, to be honest. The fact that they're getting rid of him shows that he was never that good. And I see a lot of Cavaliers fans complaining about Andre in the same way that we used to play. And it was so funny. They're like, man, Pistons fans used to say that he had a lot of empty stats. Now I see, man, this dude ain't doing nothing. So, Andre is going to get moved to a good team that probably benefits him, and he'll get all that shine on the big stage and blah, 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 blah. But I don't really care that much,
What do you think is going to be a better fit, the Nets or the Celtics?
The Nets, man. They have Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden.
Yeah.
Everybody's a fit with the Nets.
So, the question, J-Mo, do you think if Drummond goes to the Nets with their team, do you think they can win the championship?
Yeah, they're already a top 2 team to win the championship. Like right now, my top 2 teams to win the championship is the Lakers and the Nets. Then we're talking about teams like the Clippers and then the Bucks and then the Denver Nuggets. Like those are like my teams. So they already top 2. If you get Andre Drummond, like they're gonna be the favorite to win the chip.
Yeah, I would love it. I'd love to see Drummond go into a team and win the championship. Why not, man?
Yeah, all right. Do y'all have any more questions in the chat? Because now we'll wrap up the show. If Drummond goes to the Nets, they gonna win the championship. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, if Andre Drummond goes to the Nets, and I remember my cousin. Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Brian. I know he be watching this show. Shout out to my cousin. My cousin told me he like, bro. He said first of all, he said Andre was gonna go to the Nets. He like Andre going to the Nets. I'm betting on him now. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If Andre Drummond goes to the Nets, I'm putting $1,000 on the Nets. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm putting $1,000 on the Nets.
Yeah.
If I lose my $1,000, I take the L on my G. I take the L for the band. I'll take the L for the band. But I'm gonna put a band on them. I'm putting a band on them, boy. Boy, if Drummond go there, I am putting the quickest band on them boys. I ain't never put a quicker band down. I'm putting the band on them boys quick because they gonna win the championship. Like, there's no way they're not gonna win the championship.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way they're not gonna win the championship. But hopefully that don't happen.
Yeah, I mean, Drummond is like, he's like a monster rebounder. He's gonna help the Nets tremendously.
Derrick Rose to the Knicks. They're engaged in talks. Yeah, but who are we getting back for the Knicks? Austin Rivers? Like, who
No. No, we're getting a young player or a pick. So either
what young player?
Either Dennis Smith Jr. flank. I think we can get a couple. Maybe I heard there's a couple of rumors.
They may not go get no Frank Ntilikina.
Yeah, Frank Ntilikina and
Frank Ntilikina is the worst version. Man,
yeah,
Killian right now is better than Frank Ntilikina. Killian right now. Like, Killian right now today is better than Frank Ntilikina. Like,
I heard.
Don't know.
I heard a couple of young players, Frank and Ntilikina and Dennis Smith Jr.
Man.
in exchange to D Rose. Or I heard Kevin Knox for D Rose. I don't think it's happening.
Ooh, Kevin Knox, but we got so many forwards though.
Yeah, I don't think we need him either. So if you ask me, I'd just get like Dennis Smith Jr. and a protected pick. Maybe I'd do it that way.
Yeah, no, I'll take Dennis Smith Jr. a change of scenery, you know, being in Detroit, being in a gritty. I mean, Dennis Smith Jr. lost his fire. Like, I don't know what happened to him in New York, but they stuck the life out of him, and he's just not the same guy. You see it in his confidence. It's just like they broke him, and it happens with teams. We've seen it happen with a lot of players. Teams break players, and those players go on to other places, and they blossom. And I think I don't know about him being any type of guard of the future, but I'll take a beat on him, see what this guy can do. He has a lot of potential still. I still think if you put him in the right situation, he can be a starting guard in this league.
Yeah,
I would definitely take Dennis Smith Jr. As just a young guy over, you know, D Rose. But I want Alonzo, bro. I want Alonzo.
The Dennis Smith Jr. is underdeveloped right now. He lost his development skills, so he is like in the same conversation like Stanley Johnson a few years ago. So I don't know if it would be. I don't think it's a fair trade, to be honest. Smith Jr. for Rose alone is not enough. The Knicks needs to give us something else.
I mean, give us a protected pick or something.
Yeah, they might give us like a top 15 protected pick. I'd take a top 15 or a lottery protected on that Dallas pick. I'd take a Dallas pick. Why not?
No, I definitely would take that. I'm reading some of you guys' comments. I would love to see Anthony Davis cook Drummond in the finals. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Drummond gonna have backup. Yeah, Drummond to the Nets. I'm telling you, Drummond go to the Nets. I'm putting the ban on him. I hope the Knicks don't get D Rose. I hate the fact the Knicks want him. Yeah, you love D Rose. You D Rose biggest fan.
How about the Knicks get Drummond and get D Rose? Can you imagine?
Man, I feel like we should try to pick up like Jared Allen or something.
we get the Nets the first round pick and we give them D Rose. Yeah, I would do it.
No, man, I need more. But all right, y'all. I don't see any more comments. So looks like we gonna get out of here. Shout out to all the people in the chat. My fault for the technical difficulties. Like I said, I'm paying for the best version of Comcast, and my internet still be on that BS. So I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, we going to keep it pushing. Technology always tries to fail you, but we always going to keep it pushing. Shout out to my man, Detroit Drew. Shout out to all the DSA members. Shout out to my man, Bravo Mo, for always holding it down and joining the show and supporting the people. Shout out to all of the people in the chat. You know how we do. It's Free Smoke Saturday. And look, I don't care if the quality going to be bad. It's Free Smoke Saturday, y'all. Shout out to all of my Pistons fans, man. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all always, come here and support no matter what's going on, man. So, we out.